Hi there, I'm Jules, and I am in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a single mom of a toddler and have a pretty intense job as well. And so I joined Lee's program when I was really working on getting back into not only the dating world, but figuring out how this time around was different and what exactly I wanted, and really happy to have been part of the program. Dating and love looked like a very different thing before aligned attraction. It was more about fun. It was less serious. I really didn't know what I wanted. It was more about, it wasn't intentional. It was more about kismet or accidents and seeing where things went. And I'm just at the stage of my life now where that doesn't really work for me. And so I needed to be more thoughtful and intentional about it and really understand what I wanted and go out and seek it, which was a different experience for me. I decided to join Aligned Attraction because I had known Lee for a little while casually and had been on her email list and was getting all of her really great content. And I think a lot of it just resonated, especially around the masculine and feminine and how to focus on yourself and attract people in the right way and the right type of person. And so it just spoke to me, and it was the right time, right message, right place. And I'm so glad that I did. The biggest impact from this program was really not about how to date or filtering the right person or how to get on the apps in the right way. It was really introspective and more about myself and taking a deep look at how I was operating in the world and what my strengths and weaknesses were, what my emotions were, and how I was sharing that, what true intimacy is. It was a much more thoughtful and deep program than I expected from the beginning. And we went really deep, really quickly with an incredible group of people who was really down to go there in a group setting, which made it even more impactful because you're hearing from a lot of different people, their stories, which helps you reflect on your own as well. So I actually found it much more valuable than kind of one-on-one therapy or coaching because of the group dynamics, which is something I didn't expect. But it is not for the casual participant who just wants to listen or stay shallow, figure out how to do something slightly better. Like, you really have to be prepared to go deep and go into some places that might be uncomfortable, but come out much stronger. So one of the things that is very unique about Lee's program is that it's with a group of other women, and I think she filters them very well. It's a pretty stellar group of people, good humans, generally in not necessarily all in same stage of life or type of life in the world, but all with very similar outlooks on life and willing to discuss things, talk about things, and reflect on both ourselves and others in a way that is productive and useful. I think everyone is really trying to grow and authentically be better people and get what they want out of life. And so I think that the real magic here is actually that group dynamic, which for me I was a little shy at first. And I think once you get into it, the more you share, the more you participate, the more you get out of it. The part of the program that had the biggest impact for me was actually seeing the dynamic between Lee and Ani, her partner, who participate in different ways in the program. So seeing a very healthy relationship and how they give and receive and participate in the world and both take leadership roles and then give the other person the space to have that leadership role and respect each other in that way was really great. I think a lot of us don't necessarily have great models for healthy relationships, and just seeing it in action is something that's also extremely unique in this program. One of the most profound things that came out of this program for me was just really needing to be the partner to myself, right? And not necessarily looking for someone to balance me or to complete me, but really doing that for myself. And when that happens, then the right people will show up in your world. And that was a big surprise for me, but that is, now that I think about it, the only thing that matters and is deeply profound. And I'm so glad that, that I came away with that, because it's also something that I can work on myself and have the motivation to do myself, and makes it a much more actionable experience at the end, because there's a lot of great things you can do to be your own partner. And then you put less pressure on yourself to go out and find the right person after that. If you're considering this program, I would say just do it. It's one of the only important things in life is your relationships with other humans, whether that's your love relationship, or actually I learned a lot here about my other relationships. And if you need a little jump start on how to think about it, how to get out of the funk that you're in and move to a healthier, happier place in all relationships in your life, this is the right place for you.